Hey, so what is up, guys? So today we're going to be talking about tvOS 26. And to be honest, there aren't that many changes to it, but some of the changes might actually be pretty fun to the average consumer. Just for party time and different things like that. And so we'll jump into that maybe a little bit later on a hands-on experience. But as always, guys, there are chapters in the video, and so we're going to get some hands-on time with tvOS 26, and we'll just say it's going to be a funny video. But first, let me just start out with just some of the features that Apple sort of, led into this event. First of all, again, you're going to be getting that liquid glass design across the board with all of your updates this coming for 2026. And so, liquid glass, still looks weird and whatever. There's also some other features with the new TV app, a new full redesign of the TV app. Looks more intuitive, has a better design. There's also a timer that you can actually set. So it's like, you want to fall asleep with the TV on, but you don't want the TV on to be, all night or something like that. You can totally now set a timer to, account for that. That way your TV's not on whenever you wake up in the middle of the night. So, this actually especially is nice for me just because sometimes I like to fall asleep with the TV on, but I also just don't want the TV to be on whenever I wake up in the middle of the night. So that's totally a neat feature that a lot of people will like. One of my favorite features is definitely the logging into profiles. Now you can actually, whenever your TV wakes up, it will actually display all the profiles and the users that are available on the TV. So it's super nice, especially because it works better for the Apple ecosystem, not having to hit the power button, then find where you will get to your users and then change your user. It's so much better to just, sleep, wake, and just turn the TV on to whatever user you would like to use or the preferred user. So I'm not going to get into a lot of it, but I will say that Apple has done a little sing-along / karaoke moment with tvOS 26. And so we're actually going to check that out today. This is kind of going to be our hands-on time with the actual device. And so let's get into it. And I would just like to mention the lighting situation will be a little bit different. And the mic quality might go down just a little bit just because I'm trying to get you guys to experience it with me. So let's get into it, guys. Okay, so on the Apple TV home itself, you can see that there is a new app called Sing. And so what we're going to do today? We're going to be singing. And yeah, let's get this done. Okay, so what you're gonna end up doing is you're just gonna go over here and you're gonna hit the sing button. And so basically now it's gonna send me an invite on my iPhone. And so I'm actually going to accept the invite, obviously. And so then I'll show up there. And yeah, as you can hear me, I am talking into my phone. Now, I will say that there are features that you can turn down, like how much voice you want. So I could turn it to that. Normally I've found it best to just turn it to the second setting. How much reverb? The third is a little too much just because it echoes very badly. Now reverb is nice whenever you're singing, but having it at that second level is also kind of nice. And then you can obviously turn the mic off, and then you can, put fun things on the screen and it will show up there. So, that's pretty funny if I'm not gonna lie myself. But, let's just experience this together, you guys. And so don't judge me, but what I don't like about it is that you have to physically talk into your phone like this. You can hold it out like this, but you really gotta talk really loud if you're gonna do that. I hope you guys can see all this. I don't really have someone filming this for me, so all right, let's do this. Who knew all the planes we flew, the things we've been through, that I'd be standing right here talking to you about another path. I know we love to hit the road at last, but something told me that it wouldn't last. Had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard work forever pays. Now I see you in a better place. So as you can see, I turned down the voice, but if I wanted to turn up the voice, I could just hit that button again and it will actually turn it up for me. And then it'll show you up there what's going on. So it's pretty neat. I would like to try this out with multiple people, obviously. Okay, now that we're back from my interesting singing, I'm gonna be straight up honest. I think it's a fine feature. Now I'm going to get copyright for this video, so I will probably end up cutting that video down. But all I gotta say is I think it's a fine feature. I definitely think it needs improvement, and it could be my internet, but it's also maybe just a little bit delayed for some of the parts or the portions, like for the words. It's a little bit delayed from where it actually starts in the actual song. Like it starts later. And so that's just a little bit weird. But I'm going to be straight up honest. I think it's totally a fun feature. It's totally a gimmick for sure. But it is a fun feature for, the people that are going to, have parties at their house or, do other fun things at their house. It's definitely one of those party features that you should have. It does require an Apple Music subscription. So if you guys were like, Apple Music doesn't really offer anything besides lossless audio and high audio frequencies. Well, if I'm gonna be straight up honest, this is the new feature that they're gonna offer. And of course, auto mix, which I have a whole different story about how that is such a weird feature and how it works half the time and it doesn't work the other half of the time. And it's really just because it skips through half the song whenever it starts. So we can talk about that more later. But let me know what you guys think, obviously, about this whole karaoke moment for Apple. And let me know what you think about TvOS in general. Normally will have a longer video about TvOS, but to be honest, it wasn't really as big of an update. And the biggest part about TvOS was in fact the karaoke mode. So definitely check it out, guys. And if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Check us out on the socials because we're doing some more stuff over there. And so definitely check us out there. Links will be in the description or just at EasyRamsdale. Until the next one, guys, I will catch you around. So yeah, peace.